And we have got a great guest to join us this week here on AMFM247.com. And we are also going to be joined by many others, I believe, here in just a few as well. So go ahead and give me a brief introduction on yourself, my friend. Tell us a bit about yourself.
Yeah, so my name is Anders Nordlander. I'm the bassist of Leach.
Yes.
So the great thrash and roll band from Gothenburg, Sweden.
Yes, the band Leach. I love you guys, and I am so glad that you're with us today here on our broadcast. So, how did the band get started? Tell me a little bit about how you got started as a group.
Yeah, so we've been around for a pretty long time, actually. So it all started like me, Joachim, and Marcus. We have been childhood friends, so known each other from forever. And like around 2003, at our youth club, there were a project that they you could get together and start a band. And we joined that project, and we've been playing ever since, actually. So yeah,
Fantastic.
19 years this year.
So Leach, how did the band Leach get together? Because you guys are fantastic. Tell us a little bit about your social media.
Yeah, so we're mostly active on Instagram and have most of the interactions through that there with our fans. We're working pretty much with when promoting our last album, Lovely Light of Life. We made a lot of videos. We made a video for the song DOD, where Björn Strid of Soilwork had a feature on song. And so that was something that we promoted heavily on social media. We're using a lot of playthroughs as well. So trying to make those kind of things that the fans can interact with, pretty much. Yeah.
Fantastic. We've got the band Leach with us today. They join us live here on our big program. So tell me about the music scene where you're from.
Yeah, so we're from a couple of miles from the west coast of Sweden, from Gothenburg. So they have the whole melodic death metal scene, Gothenburg sound, with bands like In Flames and Dark Tranquility and so on. So of course we got a lot of heritage and are related to those bands pretty much. And so there's a lot of things going on around our town.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed that we've got another band of Leach, another member of Leach that has joined us. Marcus, go ahead and give us a brief introduction on yourself, my friend. Tell us a bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Marcus, the guitarist and singer of Leach. Been so since we were 15 years old, so things are going well. About now we're writing new material for recording this summer, so prepare to hear some new stuff along the way on our socials.
Awesome. We've got the band Leach with us today, and they are fantastic, and they join us today here on our big program. So kind of tell us a little bit about, Marcus, how you ended up joining the band.
Well, we all joined the band pretty much the same way. We were 14, 15 years old at a local youth center in Gothenburg, Sweden. And, we just was kind of we didn't know anything. We didn't know how to play any instrument, but we were into the same music. We listened a lot to, like Sepultura and Maiden and all the old school stuff. So we figured we were friends since 7 years old and just wanted to try to compose music together. That's about it. When we were still doing it, 16, 17 years later on. Still going strong.
That's pretty cool. We have got the band Leach with us today. They join us live here on our big broadcast. So how long was it until after you guys formed that you played your first live show?
It was pretty close. I think it was a couple of months after that we formed. So yeah, our friends at the youth center were in the public, and we like had a show in front of them. So that was one of the big things with like starting to be on stage.
That's awesome. That's awesome. It is the band Leach. They join us today here on our big broadcast. So what were some of your memories of that first performance?
Oh, I can't even, think about it today. I'm too embarrassed, But we did 3 cover songs. We did Our Maiden, we did Paranoid Black Sabbath, and we did Samba with the Cranberries. So it's kind of basic stuff, but a good starting point, I would say. And after that, we basically never made another cover. I think we did Seasons in the Abyss with Slayer sometime, but we always, try to develop our own stuff and kind of our own style and just create new music all the time. That's what we're about.
That's great. It is Leach. They're with us today here on our broadcast, and they are fantastic. And they have just some amazing, amazing stuff. So what is the latest piece of music, and why should people go pick it up?
Well, we recorded album. We released an album last year, May. It's called Lovely Light of Life. It has a song D.O.D. included in the physical form, which is appearances by Björn Strid of Soilwork. So, and you can also pick it up on our streaming site. So it's got a good critics from it. So it's going steady upwards from here.
That's awesome.
Climbing up.
That's great. That's great.
Cool. Yeah, and the album got a great mix of like up-tempo thrash songs and also more like songs with more rock and roll vibes. So it's a great mixture of things. It's got groove, it's got tempo, it's got a bit of everything.
What would you say is the one track on this album that people need to be listening to?
I would say that a good sum up of the album would probably the opening track, Serenade for the Broken Brave. It's kind of, bits and pieces of the whole album on that one. But other than that, I think Trench Walk, if you're more into groove or a bit rock and roll-ish style of thrash, then Trench Walk, I believe it's the 3rd or 4th song on the album. That's a good starting point to know what we're about, basically.
Fantastic. It is the band Leach. They're with us today here on our big program. So, how important do you guys rate the lyrical side of your albums?
It is, of course, important, but it's the last thing we do. So, it kind of the starting point is writing riffs and come up with a good, groove towards it, and later on a melody to the song, and then kind of picking words to go with the phrasing and the sort of melody and the song in the whole. But it's it's a lot of lyrics that has a lot of meaning to us, but it's not necessarily putting opinion down people's throats. It could be how do you say, like, interpreted differently from person to person, I believe. So it's kind of a wide description of the lyrics.
Fantastic.
If you know what I mean.
Well, gentlemen, we are going to play Serenade. I appreciate you guys joining us today. Thanks for coming on and chatting with us. This has been fun, and I've been a big fan of you guys for a while, so I'm glad that you guys have been able to join us today. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you. Been a pleasure.
Definitely. Well, thank you, gentlemen. There they go. That is the band Leach, and we are going to go to Serenade. don't think we'll turn it around. Oh, keep walking, punk. We're suffering from the pain of colors, sleeping in the cities under the sky. When the worlds collide and the freedom dies.